Hey there, all you wayward sons and daughters. Welcome back to the Winchester Report, a Southgate Group podcast dedicated to all things supernatural related. Supernatural, as in the long time, long running show over on the CW, formerly the WB. I am Lilith, and joining me, as always, is
Jenny.
up for discussion today is another filler episode. Episode 11.
So much filler.
Oh, so much filler. It should have been called bologna or a hot dog. Oh,
But instead it was called Beyond the Mat.
yes. 11:15 Beyond the Mat. I got the title reference at the very least. It's based on a documentary from like 1999 that goes behind like much like Santa Claus wrestling. Oh wait, no, can't say that. Well, wrestling is fake if you don't know that by now. So fake. I have plenty of friends though that love wrestling. So
Yeah. Santa is secretly Satan.
yes, yes, that is my favorite thing. But I don't know. I didn't care about this episode. I thought that we should have had Stephen Amell in this episode. We should have waited to shoot this episode because Arrow recently had a break where everybody had the weekend off, and we could have squoze him in here. Just saying.
Yeah.
Other than that, I actually remember. I was like, "Is that the Miz? That is the Miz." And the only reason why I know who that is because I used to, and let me stress this, used to watch Real World, and yeah, that's what he was before he went to wrestling. He looks so different. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, for starters, John Winchester was ever happy after Mary died.
well, I mean, he did go ahead and have a whole nother son, so I'm just saying.
I don't think he necessarily intended upon having that whole other son that we kinda don't talk about, like, ever.
Except for the fandom. The writers remembered Adam like twice in 6 years or something like that.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like as a person that watches Supernatural, I like to see Dean happy. Don't get me wrong, because it's far and few between. But I just feel like fanboy Dean is not. That's just not how I see Dean. Like anytime he like fanboys or like geeks out about something, I just feel like that's so out of character.
Yeah. I wish I could transmit facial expressions through this podcast. Unfortunately, I can't.
Well, we could do a video cast one of these days.
Yeah, probably.
And you just see me frowning constantly. So I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Um, I,
Maybe over the summer. When I
yes.
actually, like, remember to put makeup on every day and stuff. Because, yes, during the school year, I just tend to not care.
Makeup? What is makeup? What is caring about your appearance?
Caring about your appearance is what you do when you aren't constantly worrying about whether or not you're going to pass U.S. history.
Oh, I don't miss those days. I don't miss them. But I do miss the days when we didn't have so much dang filler on Supernatural.
Natural.
Like,
I miss those days too.
I'm all for standalone. That's fine.
Just
But
not so much of it.
wasn't this like a throwback to the whole Becky Demon thing? I'm just like, okay, we're storing souls again now. Okay. Just, I don't know. Anyway, let me sum up this episode. So it was directed by Jerry Winnick, and it was written by John Bring and Andrew Dabb. Oh, they put him with another. See, this is the thing that kills me. Dabb does pretty decently by himself, but he sucks with a writing partner. I don't know why it is. He sucked with Laughlin, and he sucked with this guy. Stop forcing Dabb to work with people.
We need to write a letter to the CW asking them to stop forcing him to work with people. because he doesn't do as good as when he works with himself.
You know what's funny, right? All the writers on Supernatural have their own Twitter accounts, but almost every other show on the CW has like a writer's room, just like that's the account. I think that's what they need, so I could just like tweet them, like without having to do it all individually.
Yes, because that is very time consuming considering the fact that you are limited to 140 characters on Twitter, so you have to tweet like 50 of the same tweet to get them all.
Exactly. That's just annoying. But anyway, the boys attend a wrestling show in honor of a recently deceased wrestler, and suddenly, just when you thought they were actually going to have that day off, not. Sam and Dean find themselves in the midst of a case when dead bodies start dropping. So yeah.
They never get the day off.
We were so close. Honestly, I think that this episode would have worked better had it not even had the demon.
And it was just what Sam and Dean do in their free time. The very little of it that they have.
It's just like, oh hey, we're fanboys and we want to go check this out and just have it be that. I think that the case actually hurt the episode. And also Lucifer's an idiot. Who knew?
Well, I knew.
I mean, goodness. I mean, we should name him Gomer at this point.
We should start calling him that.
We should. I mean, oh my god. Crowley, it has not been scary in like forever. He's been...
Actually, I think he was a little scary at some point during season 10, but...
For like 2 minutes. Okay. He's been scary for 2 minutes in these last couple of seasons, but this is just a cluster. This is a cluster frack, and I just can't like. Yeah, I had to remember the actual PG version of the word I wanted to say. Our villains are so. I mean, Amara.
I'm sorry. It's kind of reminding me of someone's Homestuck OC that is nothing but an absolute cluster frack.
Yes. I miss having good villains. I really do. Like, they kind of ruined Crowley and made him too jokey, buddy. And I mean, I love Mark Shepard. He does what he can with what he's given, and I love him for it. But nothing feels, I don't know, nothing, there's no stakes for me, I don't think anymore, is what the problem boils down to.
And this is why we needed Lucifer.
And they bumped with it.
Yes. They ruined Lucifer, too. We need a whole new writer's room.
I think they just need to sit down and I just feel like they just rushed through this. They didn't think this through with the Lucifer thing because, no offense to Misha, but I found Mark Pellegrino's Lucifer to be a little more aggressive and devious, and I don't know what it is. Like, he's doing a good job with differentiating both the characters, but the way that Lucifer is written, it's just like...
Why?
It's like Naomi. It's like Lucifer's Naomi or something.
I never liked Naomi.
Exactly. Exactly what I'm saying. Although I love the actress. She is the bestest. But, I'm just so over these villains. Like, I wish we would just focus on Amara more. Like, I want to know what she's up to. Like, I don't even care about the devil anymore. Like, I don't care about hell anymore. They've ruined hell. They've ruined heaven. I mean, purgatory at this point is the coolest thing in the post-death situation in the supernatural universe.
And that's not good, considering that's monster hell, heaven, whatever.
Exactly. I don't know where we're going now. Like, I can't believe that the devil got duped by Crowley. That they're basically just having a stick measuring contest, and they both look bad.
Again, I very much wish I could convey facial expressions through audio.
Just make a bunch of gifs.
I would if I knew how.
And tweet them with captions. I will say that I like Simmons. Simmons, rest in pieces, rest in molecules, or whatever. Oh, of course they had to kill Simmons because I liked her.
Why must they kill everyone that we like?
The writers' room are sick, twisted, perverted people, man. They don't want us happy. They want to make us miserable. That's why the boys are almost always miserable.
So is George R.R. Martin and Andrew Hussey.
Yes. You know what? I think writers in general are just terrible people. Kidding. I know some writers. They're pretty okay people. Until they write you into a story and kill you off.
Did that actually happen to you?
Yes, actually. It's the problem when you date a writer and you break up, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. What else happens? I mean, I like the beginning of this. This had a lot of potential, but it just went really wrong. I don't think that we should have really even been dealing with Lucifer and Crowley in this episode. I think that having all these like B and C side plots, sometimes you just need to give it a rest. I mean, I know I said I wanted to see Misha, but like this whole Cassifer thing really has me all twisted up inside. So me and Dean
we need to get regular Cass back.
I know. It's like every time they say, "Oh yeah, Cass will be back," in a way. I don't know.
Steals some of George R.R. Martin's evilness because he has it in abundance.
Are you a wrestling fan? Have you ever been a wrestling fan?
No, however, I've known a few wrestling fans, and that's kind of how I got the reference with the title.
I used to actually really be into wrestling once upon a time. When The Rock retired the first time out of like 20 is when I actually gave up wrestling. Well, actually, it's more along the lines when the WWE turned into the WWA, and then it absorbed WCW and ECW, and they got all weird and raunchy, and I was just like, nope, I'm done. So it's been at least 12 years, I think, since I've actually sat down and watched anything to do with wrestling outside of SummerSlam when Stephen Amell was going, had that match. That was recent, the most recent time that I watched wrestling, but I only literally watched his match and turned it off. So it's been a long time, and I love indie wrestling, which is basically what this is kind of an allusion to. So I should have liked this episode more than I did.
Probably bad writing. Bad writing can make anything suck.
I think that it's not that it was bad. I just think that it was very superficial. Like they were very quick to make a superficial kind of parallel to the world of wrestling and hunting, oh, it's a grind and you do it for very little pay, very little recognition or whatever. I mean,
it's kind of true, but yeah, they were quick to do that.
Exactly. So it was just like, I don't know. Like, the deaths just felt like really rushed. Like I said, that demon thing, it's like, are we recycling again?
How much are we going to recycle? Is the writer's room now like a supernatural recycling plant?
It feels like it. It definitely feels like it. Oh God. We got a reference to the supernatural books though. did you notice that?
No.
While Crowley was in Crowley's lockup, there's like a bunch of copies of the supernatural books scattered throughout the storage unit. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Why does he have those?
Because he's Crowley and he's a jerk. And technically they are the gospel of the Winchester brothers. And he's trying to find a way to defeat Amara. Who knows what could actually be in there? I guess. I don't know.
Well, I think they like stopped at season 7, right? Because that's when the Winchesters found Chuck and said, "We have guns.
Oh, that was
And we
not
will
season
find
7.
you."
That was a long time before season 7.
I know, but like the plot line of the book stopped at season 7 because that was as far as he could see. And
Well,
therefore as far as he
we've
published.
had references in every season since Jeremy Carver's been back. Multiple times, as a matter of fact. Season 8, it was Pac-Man Fever in Clip Show.
I'm pretty sure there was a reference in the 200th episode.
Yes, definitely it was. Also in Slumber Party and Metafiction.
Just like that whole episode was a reference.
Yeah, I mean, I like meta episodes, and I like that they did that. And sometimes, like when I'm talking about the supernatural books, like because there are actual supernatural books, but I have to like stop and think about which ones I'm thinking about. So
Yeah.
I like that too.
Like which books? Is it this ones or the ones that are in the show or?
So yeah, I mean, the Rod of Aaron was pretty cool. And that was kind of like a throwback to season 6 when all the artifacts were getting stolen and used or whatever.
Yeah. And why are they using all of these hands of God on each other when they should be saving them to use on Amara?
Because they're petty. Like I said, they were having a stick measuring contest, and it's like, okay, let's smite the devil. Or, just wait for the Winchesters to do it and use it for Amara. You know the Winchesters are going to put Lucifer back in his cage eventually.
As they always do.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired of Crossroad demons. I want some new kind of demons. I want some old ancient demons with different color eyes like we used to get.
Well, we did see a red-eyed demon.
Yeah, that's the Crossroads demon.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Crawley's the best Crossroad demon. Everybody else go home at this point. I guess.
Just go back to hell.
It was really cool to get a Hellhound reference again. Although that brings up so many feelings from season 2 when Dean. Oh, so many. And we got a throwback to the holy water, putting it in somebody's drink. Oh, we haven't seen that. I don't think we've seen that since Bobby died, have we? Well, yeah, we have, because that's what they pulled. They pulled a fast one in season 8.
Yeah.
I always kind of black out season 8 because season 8 infuriates the hell out of me.
Yeah, like the last one I remember was Adam.
Oh, yeah. It's been a minute. But yeah, let's see. What else? Oh. I don't know what they could have done to make me like this episode. It's like the pieces were there, but just something about it felt off. But I did like the guy who played Gunnar Lawless. But he looked like somebody.
I mean,
I couldn't put my finger on it. Oh, he looked like a young Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm old. I'm referencing Mandy Patinkin. Anyway.
Yes, you are old, but that's coming from a 13-year-old.
Yes, exactly. But no, like that is like for
soon to be 14. 14 in like 2 months from now.
So yeah, that's who the guy reminded me of. But
oh my goodness, the series started when I was a toddler.
Stop it! I think that. Oh God, I don't even want to think about it. Oh gosh, what did you like about this episode? Did you like anything about this episode?
Well, for starters, I like that we got to see Crowley not licking the floor. Although we saw him licking the floor too, quite literally.
I mean, why even keep Crowley around if you're Lucifer?
Exactly.
That's what I'm not understanding. Other than the fact that I love Mark Shepard.
As probably because the majority of the fan base loves Mark Shepard.
Yeah.
In the writer's room, while they are not the greatest at writing, they aren't total marketing idiots.
That they are not. I will give them that. Um, it was fun to see Dean drunk. I don't think we've actually seen Dean drunk. I think this is the first time, right?
We haven't?
Not that drunk where he couldn't walk.
Okay, yeah, we haven't seen him that drunk, but we've seen him drunk before.
Yeah, but he was wasted. Let's see. I just can't believe there was nothing new that happened.
Besides the drunk Dean.
Yeah. I just need this story to go somewhere. Like, I just can't keep spinning my wheels until episode. I think that this was a really terrible episode to go on a month-long hiatus on as well.
Yeah.
Like, there was no real cliffhanger other than Crowley got away, but the moment he was let out of his cage, even though I totally knew that Lucifer was playing him, I knew that he would get away in the end, so it's just like, is that your cliffhanger? Crowley's in the wind? Okay. At least nobody died.
Has anybody, like... Okay, yeah, I can see why they aren't killing anybody.
There's nobody left to kill. It's like that dinosaur book. All my friends are dead.
Oh my goodness.
I just really don't know what to say about this. I really don't. So we know now. We know that definitely. So are all artifacts, like hands of God, like from the Bible? If they, I mean, heaven has to have a few of them left. I guess we shouldn't have made all those angel enemies.
Yeah. Hey, Okay, Balthazar's not around, so what happened to all the artifacts he stole?
I think they're still scattered. But I mean, I think our best bet would be trying to find another piece of the Ark of the Covenant.
Is it possible to resurrect Balthazar?
No, no, no.
No, it's not possible, or no, we shouldn't do it.
No to both. I mean, anything is possible in the world of Supernatural. I mean, we could always just have somebody play a joke and torture Cass again, like we did with Gabriel. But
I mean, we have, like, books of magic that have never been used. There's probably something in there that could resurrect an angel.
definitely, but I don't. I mean, and don't get me wrong, I love Sebastian, I do, but I don't want any more resurrections. What's dead should stay dead.
Charlie?
I'm sorry, what's dead needs to stay dead at this point. Now we're almost at the end, and it's gotta feel it's some. This show has got to have some kind of stakes. Like I can't with this show anymore. I can't keep sighing and rolling my eyes. I'm gonna give myself a permanent migraine. I love Felicia. I love Charlie. She was shortchanged, but I mean, I say this about Kevin too, and Kevin is one of my favorite side characters. And I would give anything.
I know, but Kevin's not useful at this point. They don't need a prophet. Charlie would have still been useful.
Debatable. She was getting a little overpowered, and that's the problem with a character that starts off really strong and then becomes a writer's pet. They just tend to ruin that character, and they wrote themselves kind of into a corner with that. So I mean, and these writers, no offense, like I mean, they're doing a decent, capable job, but I'm not as enthralled as I have been in previous seasons. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just go ahead because it would only make it worse to just let sleeping dogs lie at this point. That's why I'm really nervous about Bobby and Rufus, to be honest. Like, I'm excited that they're back, but I have very like low expectations.
Yeah, because then if they exceed them, that's brilliant.
Exactly.
10 out of 10. And if they don't, well, they were incredibly low anyway.
Exactly. But I wanted to like this episode. I was excited about this episode, and that was my fault. I just miss Amara. I just want Amara to destroy the world at this point.
No.
Amara
Not yet.
wins! And Dean is her slave boy. And Sam rescues Adam, and then they have to like save Dean from
There's
Amara.
debauchery here. There's debauchery here.
She's like, that is sacrilege! How dare you!
The worst
and then we get Dean in a Princess Leia bikini, and
there's definitely debauchery here.
Oh God, I really gotta lay off the archive of our own.
I have to lay off the anime.
But no, seriously, at this point, I'm just kind of over it, and I want to know what Amara's up to. I want to know what her plan is. She is the most interesting thing about this season, and we still know little, next to nothing, and we are at episode 15. I mean, it's usual for Supernatural to spin its wheels, but my goodness, I don't think we've had this much filler with no standalones, like good standalones back to back to back to back like this in a really, really long time.
This has more filling than a cake.
More filling than a Twinkie.
More filling than a Twinkie. More filling than one of those, like, red velvet hostess cupcakes. Because for some reason they have more filling than the other ones.
Red velvet cupcake. Let's see. Let's just get into the rest of the stuff. What do we have? Well, I'll get into the trivia. So the music we had this week was Brazil by Armando Ross. That's what was playing in Crowley's Lair. Yeah. And then Modern Day Cowboy by Tesla. So I don't know anything about either two of these at all.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't. So, let's see. I already talked about the title. And then, this is my favorite reference of the night. Remember ABC, always be closing. The sooner you little storm clouds find me another hand of God, the happier I will be. The quote was from Blake in Glengarry Glen Ross. Always be closing is like what like salespeople say, and it always makes me laugh. What else? We also had the Fugitives reference when he's talking about search every farmhouse, every warehouse, every hen house, outhouse, and doghouse. We got
just Bueller. Every house in general.
Yeah. And it's just so weird, even though, like, when Metatron, quote-unquote, fixed Cass to be able to understand references and stuff, I miss that Cass. I don't understand that reference, Cass. I miss him.
I like that Cass.
We all gotta grow up.
I am that Cass.
I've never been that Cass. I always get almost every reference.
I am that Cass. That Cass is me.
Let's see. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We got, when Dean's in the wrestling ring, he did the Ric Flair woo, and I almost lost it. And then he did the oh yeah, which of course is like that Macho Man Randy Savage, like, classic line. Let's see. Dean's alias was for, Andre the Giant's real name, Andre Rene Ruzumov or whatever. And then let's see. We got when Lucifer said you made me bleed my own blood instantly. It's by Nelson Muntz, from the Simpsons episode, Bart the General. Also, some people could say that it's a Dodgeball, a true underdog story, but I prefer The Simpsons because that movie is garbage. Anyway, also, let's see what else. Oh my god, I cannot believe they actually said shim. Like, really? Oh, Supernatural.
Writer's room, so old.
Ugh, somebody needs a PC class like yesterday. Let's see. Sean Harley was played by The Miz, like I said. Also, this is why he looked familiar. The dude that played Gunnar Lawless also played Boyden's friend in 2008 Crossroad Blues and also Skinwalker. And then 608 All Dogs Go to Heaven. He was a Skinwalker. Wow, I think that's a record 3 times for somebody to do that.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'll tell you what minor actor has been in the most episodes.
Okay. Paul Linsby, who played Hellraiser, does stunt work and choreography for Supernatural. The Black Rose Club was last seen in 605 Live Free or Die Hard. I was just like, oh my god, that's like they ate his tailor. Like, I just wanted him to say it. I just wish that Lucifer would have ate his tailor. And then he'd be stuck in that stupid outfit he was stuck in. So yeah. Those are all the trivia and like minutia and stuff.
I think Lucifer is more civilized than eating a tailor.
But he shouldn't be, is the point. I want to see Cray Cray Lucifer. I mean, if we're gonna have Lucifer, let him be Cray Cray. Let everybody kneel before a Zod moment. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not impressed with this Lucifer at all.
Yeah, we should make him eat the tailor. Hashtag eat the tailor.
Or eat Crowley's face off or something. Like, I don't know why yeah, he's Lucifer, but he hasn't really shown to be more capable than Crowley. So he needs to make like a huge power move, you know?
That's all. I mean, he just tried one, but he drastically failed.
I mean, tragic. That was a tragically epic fail. Oh, sigh. So, what was your favorite scene in this episode?
Okay, so in context, it was probably Crowley saying, I perfected the double cross. Like, literally. After, like, somehow managing to make Lucifer bleed his own blood.
That's the power of the hand of God there.
Yes. Which I'm surprised Crowley could use.
Right? Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me. I'm like, you're a demon? I don't think that's meant for you. Oh, this show is a mess. This canon is a mess. Let's see.
Hey, at least Lucifer didn't use it. I don't think Lucifer can use it.
Just leave it to the Winchesters. For the love of goodness, somebody call the boys and let them in.
Who are you gonna call?
Winchesters! Damn straight. And you know what's funny? The Ghostbusters has an all-female remake. Just saying.
Yeah! Girl power!
Wayward Daughters, where is my spinoff? Where is my spinoff?
Your spinoff is after the writers get a PC class, which is something they've needed since yesterday.
Well, actually, been, I'm not gonna lie, Supernatural has always been a tad bit misogynistic, but every show has its faults. And it's never been a problem until season 8.
Thorns. And yeah, it hasn't.
Just saying. To say. Anyway, let's see. don't even have a favorite scene, to be honest. I think it was at the funeral where Sam's flirting with that chick, and she's like, "Did you have a picture on my bed?" And then Dean says, "Of course." And she's like, "Did you tell her you had her picture over your bed?" And I'm like, "What bed? The hood?" I was like, "The inside of the roof of the Impala." God, just sometimes I wonder about these writers. Anyway, did any dialogue stick out to you other than bleed your own? You made me bleed my own blood.
Well, Crowley being a smartass.
Oh no! I take it back. My favorite scene is where Gunnar and Dean are trading war stories. And Dean shows where he got that chunk bit out of him. That was good. Let's see. Oh, Crowley. So this is what it feels like to be God. Not bad, tingly, because everything is a sexual reference with Crowley.
I mean, come on. You have to remember what he sold his soul for.
Exactly.
For those of you clueless people who don't know, 1, why are you here? 2, it's a bigger penis.
2 inches, because he wanted to hit double digits. That's when I knew. I was just like, oh God, it's too much. Anyway, do you have a favorite moment?
Drunk Dean or Crowley's lair.
I think it's when Dean is talking to Sam and they're kind of like wrapping it up, the whole thing up, and he goes, that's how we're gonna win, and we're gonna win. We're gonna save Cass. We're gonna ice the devil, and we're gonna shank the darkness. That is a tall order. I'm just saying. And anyone that gets in the way, well, God help them. And Sam's like, damn right, and then Dean says, damn right. And I was just like, oh, my boys. That's like the definition of like being a Winchester right there, all wrapped up into that little.
And always coming back when you die.
Yes. So yeah, that was pretty much my favorite stuff about this episode. At least they got the brother moments right. I do appreciate that. I don't think that they've been doing really well with the brother moments, and I do feel a sense of growth on that front, and that they're each like letting each other grow up, and each bearing the brunt of their responsibilities and stuff. I will say that about this season. It's my favorite thing about this season so far. I just wish we didn't have to have so much filler.
Yes, more filling than a Twinkie.
More filling than Thanksgiving Day, because everybody pigs out on Thanksgiving Day. Till you hurt. You eat till you hurt. So what about that grade?
Filler out of 10.
So is that a 5 or?
It's a 4.
Ooh. Ouch. I can't bring myself to do it because there are way worse episodes than this. So this gets a 6.2. It's rocking a 62%. Barely passing by the skin of its teeth. So yeah, I hope this month-long break rejuvenates me, and we come back stronger and ready to rock, roll, and kick some darkness booty.
And speaking of the break,
Yes, ma'am.
are we actually going to do the memorials?
We can do the Charlie Memorial. We can definitely do that.
Yay!
And I want to do. Do you have time to read a supernatural book? If you don't have it, I can send it to you in PDF or whatever. I have them all. I just got them all
Yeah,
on ebook.
I'm probably going to need the PDF.
Okay. Or we could do the comic books, one of the comic books, or we can do an episode of the anime. I can send you the anime too. I think I have to double check.
Yeah, just whatever you need to send me,
Yes.
send me, and I will be sure to watch it or read it or listen to it.
Okay, so we'll definitely do one Charlie one, and then we'll do like some extra tie-in media stuff. I'm really excited because I was like, oh my god, I finally got them all on ebook, so now I don't have to. I don't have to crack the spine on a book. It just breaks my heart when that happens.
Aww.
Yeah. So anyway, let's get to those shameless plugs and self promotion. I just want to remind you guys that we are available on every single one of your favorite podcatcher services, everything from Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, as well as Lisbon.com. All you have to do is look for the Winchester Report, and we should pop right up for you. So if you want to do that, while you're there, make sure to download the episodes because streaming doesn't count. And we'd appreciate a rate and a review as well. If you are curious about more podcasts available here on the Southgate Media Group network of podcasts, please be sure to go to southgatemediagroup.com where it's the full list of our 80 plus and always growing podcasts. You can also find out about the host, and we also have tons of blogs over there as well. Jenny, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at DaveCat_shipper1123. You can find me on Snapchat at Scorpion. Okay, I think it's Scorpion_fan123 because for some reason they wouldn't let me have 4 numbers. You can find me on Twitter at queer_llamacorn. Wow, I use a lot of underscores. And you can find me on Wattpad if you want to message me at 2 as in also, like spelled like you would say 2 as in also, _many_fandoms.
Oi, oi. As for me, you guys can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. If you're on Tumblr, it's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. And then if you guys want to be a peach, if you watch any of the DC TVU, which is Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Lucifer, Legends of Tomorrow, please be sure to check out Channel 52. Gotham is coming back this week. I'm really excited. And me and Crystal are going to be back to Gotham Gossip, aka fangirling and squeeing all over the place. So please be sure to tune into that if you like that show. All right. So this has been Lilith.
And this is Jenny.
And this is the Winchester Report.
Signing off.